Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problem or need counseling, you can get in touch with my office at 237-3135, or you can get in touch with me at 339-1670. Those of you who have properties to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can also get in touch with me with those numbers. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, up the Caribbean and around the globe. Remember, you can view us on our Real Talk page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Like and share our page as we go live. Encourage your friends and your families to tune into Real Talk. Those of you on our YouTube channel, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live. Now, like I've been saying, viewers, this platform have been created for you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, to voice your complaint about your roads, about your drains, about the lights, about social development. Let people know what is taking place in your community. Let them know if the officers are working or not for you in your community, because protection from the officers is something you, the people, deserve. Let us know if the councillor or the MPs are performing in your area. You know why is that? Because they have begged you to vote them in so that they can work for you. So feel free to call in as we go live from 7 to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday on Synergy TV. Our phone lines are 237-3135. Phone lines are open. It doesn't matter what it is, viewers, as long as it is a hindrance to you or the community, feel free to call in. Big news making today, but nevertheless, we will touch on it as we are about to start our program, viewers. Moments after reputed Silot community leader Cedric Burkey was released on Wednesday from police custody, Minister of Public Administration and Port of Spain South MP Marlene McDonald was arrested for corruption, allegedly corruption, earlier this morning at around 4 a.m. Minister of Public Administration and Port of Spain South MP Marlene McDonald was arrested today at her Valley View Maracas St. Joseph home. Reports indicate that the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service acted on instruction given to them by the DPP to execute a warrant and to arrest PNM MP Marlene McDonald this morning. MP Marlene McDonald was reported to be visible, shaken, and in distress. Distress during the arrest. So now you know what the normal citizen go through. According to the reports, the warrant was supposed to be carried out yesterday. But unfortunately, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service was unable to find a judge to sign the warrant. However, the issue was sorted out, and the PNM MP, Marlene McDonald, is being investigated for misappropriation of public funds, among other things. For months now, Marlene McDonald have been making news in Trinidad and Tobago. Reliable source confirmed that investigation related to the distribution of over millions of dollars to 3 organizations from the Ministry of Community Development and Culture, but the fund were never used for that purpose. Police have continued their investigation into the Calabar Foundation matter, in which McDonald allegedly arranged for her partner to receive an HDC house in Fiddle Heights, St. Augustine, back in 2008. Police were also investigating concerns raised about nearly $600,000 paid out by the Ministry of Community Development, while Marlene led the ministry under the Patrick Manning government. The Integrity Commission had exonerated McDonald on the Caliber Foundation probe in 2013. Then reopened it in 2015 because of the new information. She was again exonerated in 2016, but police continued their investigation. McDonald was removed from the cabinet in the middle of the controversy, then reappointed in 2017. She was swiftly fired after Sealot resident Cedric Berkey attended her swearing-in ceremony as her invited guest at President's house unannounced. Remember that, viewers? That was a big thing making the news. Michael Carew, head of the Caliber Foundation and common law husband of Marlene McDonald, was also taken into custody for questioning. Come back to me, guys. Now, viewers, Marlene was making the news for months concerning alleged corruption. And up to this day, she was still holding office while being investigated. Feel free to call in 237-3135. Let me hear what you have to say, the public, concerning a minister under investigation and holding the office. Normally, when a police officer is under investigation, he's suspended. When a manager of a company or a supervisor of a company is under investigation, they are suspended. So why now? Why now a minister under investigation still holds her portfolio? And then we want to fix crime in Trinidad and Tobago. How can this happen? You tell me. How? Okay, let's just say an officer of the law is being investigated and he's still on the job. Does that solve anything? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead, my friend.
There is something I don't understand about that issue concerning Marlene and that check, because Maxi Coffee wife signed the check. Her signature is on it, right?
Yes.
Who are the other people who approved that check, and what is the criteria, and what is the procedure, and what is needed, what are the ingredients before that check could be signed, right? And I think this investigation taken too long for the police to deal with it. You had these people so long sitting down there when all you had to do was get the evidence in place and just charge them and throw them in jail. And case closed. You understand? Because we have to get more serious, not with them alone, but with other government ministers. How come you as Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago, and you renting all these big buildings?
True.
Right? You rent all these big buildings and there's nothing called conflict of interest? What about Ember's son? He's the only JT in Trinidad and Tobago getting $50,000 a month, right? All who have O-levels get a certain pay.
Yes.
All who have A-levels are certain pay. And all who have degree get a certain pay. How this particular one getting 50,000? You understand?
I understand.
Where is the opposition and all this? You understand?
Thank you, my friend. You see, this is why I always ask the question, where is the opposition? Why is a government minister holding a portfolio when you are under investigation? How could that be? How could that be? How can we fix corruption when we have individuals holding office while under investigation? So what exactly are you fixing? What are you investigating? Because they have the authority in their hands still because they're holding the position. And we want to fix it. How can that be? And you want to know, how can we go forward? We can't. We won't go. Because as long as you're holding that seat, that portfolio, that power in your hand, you will use it. I am not asking you, I am telling you. And that is the difference between asking and telling. So why is she still there? That is the big question. That is the big question. Why can't some ministers come out and talk about it? Why can't the head of TTPS come out and say something about it? Why? I want to know if all them out glued on. I want to know if it have duct tape on it or they can't talk. But all I want to go forward. We want to fix corruption. How are you going to fix corruption? Huh? How? Call a good night.
And a very good evening to you, Mr. Said.
To you, my friend.
When Jack Warner was embroiled in this FIFA scenario, the then opposition, Keith Rowley, the head of the opposition, had pressured the Kamala administration into letting Jack go and clear his name.
Yes.
I think he should do the same with Marlene McDonald. Let her clear her name and then come back.
Fair enough. Thank you, caller.
And one more thing, Said.
Go ahead.
Darrell Smith, it is alleged that he had to pay 150,000 TT to an employee of the Ministry of Sports when he was Minister of Sport. It is also alleged that that money came from the ministry coffers. If a minister is to be charged or pay a fine for misconduct, it shouldn't be from the ministry coffers.
His own pocket.
It should be from his pocket.
Yes.
All the best. Have a great evening.
Thank you, my friend, and I agree with you. I agree with you. Look the other, Jawad Ramdeen. Jawad Ramdeen, the attorney, when an allegation was brought before him, together with Anand Ram Logan, what did he do? What did he do? As a man of honor, what did he do? He stepped down one time. And this is what I always say. You see, when your power gets to your head, you doesn't want to lose it. You doesn't want to lose the feel of it. You doesn't want to lose the hold of it. You know why? Because when you have power, you could do anything. But Jawad Ramdeen didn't care if he had the power or not. An allegation was brought before him. And what did he do? He stepped down and stepped aside. For conflict of interest, he stepped down. And there is when I realized, I said, this is one individual, don't allow power to get to his head. Power is a serious thing, you know. I just feel it's a joke. You know why I say that? Ministers are under investigation, but you're failing to step down. When the Prime Minister was under investigation, what did he do? I am not resigning because I am the Prime Minister. So what example are you setting for individuals that will want to come into politics? It is okay to be investigated while holding the seat of power. I bet you if it was me, I bet you if it was me, that I said take sideshow off the air one time. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yes, you see, what it is they did there by looking up or arresting these two persons from the government, that is just a front. They will get away just like Rowley. They will get away just like Rowley, just a front, because, you know, the PNM Commissioner of Police was only arresting the UNC. And, you know, it's looking bad now. So they decide to take Marlene and them, but they go get a Rowley.
Thank you, caller. But you know, I will be following up the story. Being who I am. Switching gears a bit, viewers. Listen this, I would love this one. The board of an Australian outfitted BHP has approved its more than 3 billion Ruby and Delaware project in Trinidad and Tobago. The company announced yesterday that the decision was taken to go ahead with the project, which will add 16,000 barrels of oil to Trinidad and Tobago crude production, or increase the country's total production by 27%. It noted that its contribution to the project will be 1.92 billion, with the other 1.08 billion coming from state-owned Heritage Petroleum and Natural Gas Company. Are you listening? Listen good. In a release on the company website, it said, the project has estimated recoverably 2C resource of 13.2 million barrels of oil and 274 billion cubic feet of natural first production is expected in the year 2021. And is estimated to increase production by 16,000 barrels of oil per day and 80 million standard cubic feet per day. That's a gross at its peak. So BHP from Australia has approved more than 3 billion Ruby and Delaware project in Trinidad and Tobago. So imagine how much money they are pumping into this project. And they are getting help. They are getting help from the state-owned Heritage and Petroleum. See what I tell you? Members of that board couldn't run the state company here, but they could run it here. Caller, good night.
Hello?
Just go right ahead.
Yes, Saeed, the next investigation they have to do is Farisal while with the children and them on the army camp with the big guns and them. That is the one who they have to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. The Works and Ministry said that there have been several incidents of theft and vandalization to river embankment across the country, which is undermining its effort to lessen flooding. Wow. Vandalization. The ministry confirmed that it is currently working with the police service to investigate such occurrence and say it will look into all reports as a matter of urgency. It adds that an act of theft or vandalism will not be treated lightly, and is urging citizens who are aware of such incidents to report them directly to the ministry. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Saeed, I just watched your program, and I must say that I was really being impressed with it because you know why? It's a person that you balance, fair, and you're very objective. And I congratulate you for your non-bias of this country, which is station.
Thank you very much.
I sit down today and I asked myself, as I asked myself a few years ago, that when we've been warned about Keith Rowley and the administration that he have right now, he stand up publicly. He said, I take responsibility for all my ministers and them. You remember that?
Yes, yes.
He told him and he said that Marlene McDonald, and he come again and he want to fight down this country and put Marlene McDonald when Marlene McDonald was just like he. When the man you call Mr. Manning won this country, we provide all the information for this country, the people deny it. You have Al-Rawi, you have the Minister of Works, you have done fellas and them over your head again with serious allegation.
Yes.
You have Hines also with serious allegation. You understand? We have the how it name and the self-election on TV there, Mr. Manning. I know Mr. Manning personally, yeah, but I was not supporter of him.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
But he's a very good man, you know. If you talk to that fella, you feel like your pulse will raise. You know why? He's a man. He's a good man. You understand? Don't mind being on the front battlefield. But you turn on again and you have a minister, how is it, an MP in Digger Martin. And up to now, you cannot do nothing. And you itself, as a leader, have serious allegation when Mr. Manning asks you, where the money gone? Tobago Hospital, where all the material gone? And we can go on and on. And today, the people in this country reaping what is sown. Remember I said like this last week and this week, I think? You're reaping what is sown. And this is, you don't see nothing yet. Because let me tell you something. It's something in Marlene McDonald is a smoke screen. It's a thing of diversion tactics, I call that. The PLM know how to get the people in because here what happening. Here a couple months from now. You will see here Marlene McDonald again, she clear. And then here election coming, I go say, she clear. But you and I know, Calabar Foundation, the woman, I won't say the word, this is what they call, steal or thief for them, but she was dishonest and she thief for the public purse. You understand? Blatantly. That's how Rowley itself do the same thing in Tobago and the $10 million that when Mr. Manning asked him about. And today they want to have the glass space. And we want to tell people that they were the oldest party could run this country with transparency and accountability. What a shame. A shame. And I believe that the people in this country cannot wait for that fella called Keith Rowley. And I trying to call an election to kick him out should we go. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my friend. Now you see, viewers, come back to me, guys. Now let me tell you something. I just make it very clear on Real Talk program that I am not affiliated with the UNC, the PNM, the PPE, the NJAC, the whatever you call it. I am a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, and I have decided to launch this program to stand up for the right thing and to give the citizen a platform to voice their concern. Because we do not have that platform in Trinidad and Tobago where the citizen have a say. Now the only time the citizen have a say in Trinidad is every 5 years when election comes around. That is the only time they have a say. And how do they have their say? You see this finger? Guys, come up here. You see this finger? You see 1 inch of this finger? That's the only time they have their say. The only time. Call her good night. Shifting gears a bit, viewers. There was an article posted today that gave false information alleging that 2 Cali Bay fishermen escaped an attack out at sea. The article went on to state that according to fishermen and Friends of the Sea Secretary Gary Aboud said that around 3 a.m. the fishermen were attacked by a strange vessel. On the line is President of the Orange Valley Fishermen Association, Mr. Christopher John. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Hello?
Yeah, President, good night.
Good night to you, sir.
Yeah, then.
I want to thank you for taking the time out to talk with us on Real Talk to inform the public concerning the article that was posted today about the 2 Cali Bay fishermen being attacked.
Yeah, actually.
Can you enlighten us? Is it true that they were attacked, or was it a false information that was circulated in the public domain?
No, apparently it's a little misunderstanding because one of the boats did cut the net and run to shore because there was a vessel coming straight to them with a great amount of speed, and they got frightened, and they ended up cutting the net there and coming back to shore.
Okay, so more or less the incident happened in a way technically like that?
Yeah.
Now, do you blame the fishermen them for that, that they had to cut the net and come to shore because of the incident that happened recently?
I'm not blaming them 100% because at the same time, this is the fear that fishermen are applying their trade with, because right now, presently, people have loans. We are on school vacations. They have to buy school books and whatnot. And now, this is the only means of making a living. So the fishermen going back out to work, but in a great deal of fear. And that's the fear they have to live with.
Yes. Now, concerning security, did you get any information or any assurance from the Minister of National Security concerning Coast Guard patrolling the areas?
No, not up to this present.
Wow. Mr. John, I would like to thank you for taking the time out to informing the public of the actual event and incident that took place.
Yeah, I surely appreciate that.
Thank you, my friend. Now, you see, viewers, because of the incident that occurred, these fishermen decided to cut their nets and come back to shore just for the safety of their lives, to make sure that they are safe. And up to now, assurance cannot be given to them concerning Coast Guard patrolling the area. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, this is for all the people who calling for Keith Rowley to call an election. People have to understand is that he just recently passed a pension plan bill. And in the pension plan bill, you must serve 5 years.
Yes.
So you have a lot of them within his parliament have to serve 5 years.
Yes.
So you have to go the full distance in order for them to collect that pension. So all we're expecting that they will not get that election. Good night. Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for educating the public of Trinidad and Tobago. You know, it's a strange thing. It's a strange thing, you know. I'm going to tell you something. The Honorable Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, will not, and I repeat, will not call an early election in Trinidad and Tobago. Like I say, come back to me, guys. Like I say, you see, when you're holding power, it is a very serious thing. You know what it is to be the Prime Minister of a country who was voted in by the people. You think I am going to step down of power because these people tell me to call an election? They don't understand the power that I am holding in my hands. They don't understand that the portfolio I am carrying. They don't understand what I could do being the Prime Minister with this power. They don't understand the opportunities and favor I have in this portfolio. I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that clearly. Power is not just something it is give up. All you think about it. Let me tell you something. When you take a loan in the bank, and you buy a fancy car, and you realize that you start a lapse on your payment, and you realize the bank call in a bailiff, and you realize they sign documents for the bailiff to come and thief your car, or take your car, sorry. What has happened? Now the bailiff know where you're living, but you know what? You love your car so much. You love your car so much, you don't want the bank to take it, so you will start parking it by the neighbor. You know why? Because the address the bank gave out is that John Doe is living in this area and in this number house, so the bailiff going straight by this number house, and when you don't see the car, they're going back empty-handed. But you know what? The car right by the neighbor. Power is not an easy thing to give up. Caller, good night. Hello?
Saeed.
Yes?
Saeed. That is Monduro friend, no? He ain't giving up power, no? I tell you, he and ministers and them, none of them giving up power in Trinidad and Tobago.
No. Did Maduro give up power? No. Did he step down? No. Did he shift aside? No. So I want all to understand something. I want all to understand that word they call power. P-O-W-E-R. Power. Understand what it means. And having a portfolio as a minister, let me tell you something. All don't understand what that means, you know. Free hotel, free food, free car, free plane ride. And I go give up that to come and pay for a car? No, all you understand. Understand what it means. Caller, good night.
Hey, Mr. Saeed, good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
Boss, we know you have power. You can't pass the bill for the weed to pass you, right?
So you want the herbs to come through clear? You know what would be nice? legalizing marijuana in Trinidad. You know what? You want to know why? You want to know why? In Trinidad, we have high-grade marijuana. Listen this. Listen this. You see all those millions of dollars that burning up in marijuana? If the government decide to make marijuana legal, in Jamaica it's legal, you know. All I feel is joke. Look it up. Look it up. In Jamaica, marijuana is legal. You could walk the road. If they decide to legalize marijuana in Trinidad, you see all them marijuana planters, they will get contract to plant marijuana. Listen carefully how you can. You see, it's a strategy to make money. When these marijuana plant up their big field, these farmers plant up their big field, right? They would nurture it to the fullest. The government will create a team to come down and buy this marijuana and export it to other countries. You know what? Not in TT dollar, you know, but in US dollar. And you recommend a certain amount that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago could work with. Because marijuana is big money, you know. Only you see how much hundreds of millions of dollars CGP has just blown up. Come now, man. Kola, good night. Hello?
Hello?
Go right ahead.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Yes?
First time caller.
Welcome to Real Talk, my dear.
Thank you so much. But my concern is with Marlene McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Prime Minister stood up on the podium, on the stage, to the world, and he said, we are a mafia. We are a mafia. And whatever you do to us, we will kill you. So you know what? This Marlene McDonald thing, nothing will happen with it. Because whoever interfere with Marlene McDonald, she's part of the PNM.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So the chief police, the head cop, he had to watch himself. He had to watch himself because the mafia might kill him too. So he had to be careful because if they come down on Marlene, they're coming down on the PNM.
True.
You understand?
Well
and
said.
if the Prime Minister could stand up there and say, we are a mafia and we protect one another, and if you interfere with us, we will kill you politically.
Thank you, my dear. Come back to me, guys. Viewers, listen this, eh? Let me tell you something. I want you to cock up on your 2 ears and listen. A crackshot team of anti-crime experts have been hired to assist the Trinidad and Tobago police service in dismantling and prosecuting criminal gangs linked to the majority of murder in the country. Come back to me, guys. Stay on me. A crackshot team, anti-gang expert, have been hired. I want you to listen to me carefully. These are the kind of things that have me wondering what's really going on. And when I come out here to mash up, I just get my facts and I will bust you. Hear this, eh? Leading the charge is former Federal Bureau of Investigation FBI Special Agent Robert Clark. His name is Robert Clark. He's an ex-FBI agent who has been credited for bringing gang wars in Los Angeles to a halt with his unique technique. Listen to this we're going to have a discussion just now. Robert Clark stated that the team hired has already come up with a crime fighting and crime prevention program tailor-made to combat Trinidad and Tobago spiraling crime rate, especially the out-of-control gang war in Trinidad. Clark have been received with open arms by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Come back. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night. Let's give her a minute again, please. You know, I leave out this lady here called the wig lady, right? She went and deposited some $1,000 in her account, and she didn't know where the money come from to me, and she couldn't give an explanation where she get her money. I understand it. Why are they call about? Find out who was the PS that signed off that check with Marlene McDonald before 2015. Find out for her, please.
Caller, like you want to get me gone down? Caller, you want them come after me? But you know, I always waiting. I always have my guard's arm that nobody can see. On a serious note, listen to this, eh? They hired this FBI agent and a team. Let me tell you something. The man already come up with plans. You see something I don't like? You see foolishness and foolish talk? It's something with me, them thing don't saddle on my horse at all. This man already have a plan on how to fix the spiraling crime and gangs and murders that are taking place in Trinidad. How long we have the Minister of National Security holding his portfolio? How long we have the Commissioner of Police holding his portfolio? Listen carefully. I'm going to talk about this for the next 15 minutes because I want to let her understand what I'm saying. The Minister of National Security is a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago who knows about Trinidad. We have the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Gary Gifford, who is the head, who given the command for the police to raid and to bust. He is a Trinidadian. We bring an ex-FBI agent out of Trinidad who already have a plan for Trinidad, while we have these men in Trinidad and Tobago that don't have a plan and they know about Trinidad. Listen to me clearly. This man ain't no Trinidad, but he already have a plan. Let me tell you something. Trinidad crime is not Los Angeles crime. Los Angeles crime is not Trinidad crime. And Trinidad crime is not Venezuelan crime. Because in Venezuela, they do things different. Remember when they brought Gibbs? I don't remember that. Let me tell you something. You don't need an outsider to fix this country. You know what we need? You want to know what we need? We need a Minister of National Security that would be down on the commissioner, and the commissioner would be down on the police, and the police would be down on the citizen. You know why? In order to fix crime in Trinidad and Tobago, it starts in Trinidad and Tobago. How can you have a plan to fix crime in Trinidad and Tobago when you not even know about the crime that's taking place in Trinidad and Tobago? You don't even know the strategies the bandits use. Gibbs come in a couple years back, rake up, and he gone. I'm talking to all your citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. The government going and spend. Now let me tell you, he coming from the outside. He ain't working for TT dollars, you know. He working for US dollar. Because it's Los Angeles we're talking about. He ain't leaving US to come and work for TT. Because we money is nothing compared to US. 6 point something. Black market is about $7.50 to one of them dollar. So you do the maths. Do the maths. He ain't collecting TT, he collecting us, which means US. So how could he have a plan when we have ministers who born and grow up here, who is the Minister of National Security, and who is the Commission, and they can't control it? How he go control it? Watch man, when I come out yesterday, I prep myself, you know, I say I had to hammer that nail head. How much money are you paying this man to start with? And to fix crime, you don't need an outsider. You need TTPS conducting random raids. Random raids, often SOS. And fix it. Call good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
Now, remember when they the PNM appointed Gary Griffith, then Dulal Chan, and Philip, and the next gentleman, they say they make good enough for this job. Gary Griffith going to solve all the problem. So if all they have this man there who is going to solve the problem, and they bring a man to do his job, what they're paying Gary for, is he going to resign?
Tell me this.
Is Gary going to resign? Going to pay him to follow this man? Our commissioner of police going to be like a little boy following that?
I do apologize for that. There's probably a break in transmission somewhere, viewers. Come back to me, guys. I want a little understand that. You don't need an outsider. You don't need to run to this country and run to that country and run to the next. You don't need that. If the Commissioner of Police decides to carry out random raids throughout Trinidad and Tobago, and you're holding the big fish, you're holding the shark, you're holding the hammerhead, you're holding the carrot, you're holding the kingfish, and you're holding the herring. All you want to bring an outsider to fix something all you could fix. And don't tell me all you can't fix it. Don't tell me you can't fix it, because it is a simple thing to fix. You know why? You want to know why it is a simple thing to fix? Hence the reason why I pushed for the no bail bill and the amendment to pass. And Monday, how you call she? Paula McWeeks signed off on it. So you know what? It is in effect. Now that is in effect, the police have a tool. So what they need to do is to start acting. And it's no bail for repeat offenders. So you know what's going on? Trinidad going to clean up. I was explaining to all you how the no bail list work. Let me refresh all the memories again so all you go understand what I'm talking about. When you get hold for 4 months, 120 days in jail without bail. Listen to this. That's 4 months, eh? You have a rap sheet from Port-au-Prince to San Fernando. After 4 months, you go to the magistrate. When the magistrate realizes you have a rap sheet from Port-au-Prince to San Fernando, she will take into consideration that you are a seasoned criminal, so I will deny your bail. How much days? Stay on me, guys. Stay on me. How much days you're going back for? How much days you're going back for? Now when you come back again and she sees you again, or the magistrate or the judge sees you again, they deny you again. And when you come up now, let's say a year pass, and you're in jail because of the no bail bill. Repeat offender is no bail. So you're down in jail for a year now. Let's just say they decide now to put your case on trial. So you in there now until your case comes to trial. And when your case comes on trial now and they decide to give you 15 years, that's 16, 17 years you're inside. And when you have 1 million people in the prison, what going on? Crime going down. You don't need an outsiders. Hence the reason why I push for the no bail bill to pass. I want to let you understand, you don't need an outsider to fix it. All we need is a full functional TTPS in Trinidad and Tobago. How many of you who have a basket of apple would leave a rotten apple in your basket? How many of you? Think about that. Think about that. If there are rogue officers in the TTPS, do not shift them from a Port of Spain station to a San Fernando station. Suspend them until they are cleared. And if, according to Gary, you can't fire them, okay, no problem. You're suspended for life from working in the TTPS. We fixing crime. The bill passed. You don't need an outsider. You're wasting US currency. I am telling you that. Recently, when Gary had his boys and them random exercise throughout Trinidad and Tobago, what happened? What happened? Now hear the difference. Every individual that the police hold, and it's the second time, you know, repeat offender mean? It means second time. So when they hold you and it's a second offense, you no bail for 90 days, for 120 days. Understand, random raise. The police have a tool. Before they didn't have none. So when they show up before the magistrate now, you could have go. No, you can't. Now it's time to fix it. All you decide now. To bring in an outsider now. When the bill done pass, so the outsider will get the credit. Is that two things? Is that let's strip it all a dotish? Plain talk, because this is real talk. All you think about it. Kola, good night.
Yes, good night.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Ali, I have to say you do a very good job.
Thank you.
Regarding to that FBI agent, that man was placed in Los Angeles and he handled a gang with 30,000 to 50,000 members. And he brought down the crime rate by 45%. Now, the Commissioner of Police is doing a good job,
yes,
but maybe he needs a little help because the government here take their nose too much in police business. And nobody is saying that Gary is not doing a good job, but maybe he needs a little help. And if this man could bring down crime rate in Los Angeles by 45% with a gang member up to 50,000 people, then he's doing something good, and he would be an access to Mr. Griffith connecting gang members in this country. And also when he helped Gary to get these gang members, and they go in front of the court now, this bail that everybody that passed will go into effect, so these gang members will be locked up. So I think having somebody to help Mr. Griffith with this situation is not a bad idea.
Thank you, my dear. Now, guys, come back to me. Now, listen this. You're bringing an outsider to run down a gang member in Trinidad. The outsider don't know the gang member, they don't know the leader. But who knows the leader? Every citizen in Trinidad and Tobago knows the gang leader. So why it is the TTPS now cannot go and hold the gang leader and put them before the magistrate? And let the TTPS get the credit. You know why? Because a law was passed that is very, very effective. Because I know what I push for. Come now, man. Come now, man. It's not a foolish man all you're talking to. It's not a side-the-road, donkey-head individual all you're talking to. In 3 months' time, I have pushed for legislation. One after the next, the Attorney General bring it out. When I get it passed, I say, good, no bail. It passed. Let me tell you something. The Commissioner of Police do not need help from nobody. You know why? They have a powerful tool now to work with. They have a powerful tool. But you know something? This one connected that one, and that one connected to the next one, and the other one connected to the other one, and what happened? And Gibbs was ranking high. What happened? He come in, he take, and he gone. Any changes? Tell earlier, when I am doing something, I just get result, you know. You have the perfect tool to work with. The perfect tool. Before they didn't have it, now they have. Now they have. You do not need an outsider to get the credit rating where all you're supposed to get. Don't get tied up. Don't get waxed. Let me tell you something. I know what I am saying. Because I know how effectful that piece of bill is. I know that. That's why I push for it. The only man in Trinidad push for that bill and get it passed. That's why the judge, when he called me this Saturday morning, he said, Saieed, thank you very much. He said, you're the only man who come out and push for a bill and legislation, and it passed. He said, you know exactly what you're doing. I gave the people, the authorities, the power. Viewers, we're out of time for tonight. A rerun of this program is at tomorrow at 10 a.m. But let me tell you something. It's Fire Friday tomorrow, and we lighten it up. Good night.